The 8 Immortals Cross the Sea. There were once 8 immortals of Taoism. These mystical beings were different from many other deities, as they all originated from the mortal world and had their own flaws. However, despite their imperfections, they shared a common passion for justice, righteousness, and the pursuit of enlightenment. Tie Guai Li. Tie Guai Li, meaning Iron Crutch Li, had a limp and walked with the aid of an iron crutch. He often carried a gourd slung over his shoulder. Though Tie Guai Li appeared weak, his true power lay in his formidable skills. Zhong Li Chuan. The second immortal was Zhong Li Chuan. He was often shown half-dressed and cooled himself with a palm leaf fan. Zhong Li Chuan had a carefree and leisurely manner and was indifferent to the opinions of others. Zhang Guo Lao. Zhang Guo Lao was the eldest of the immortals and knew the secret of long life. He rode a donkey backwards while traveling, spreading the teachings of Taoism. His donkey could travel a great distance during the day and fold up like paper at night, fitting into a small box. He Xian Gu. The only female immortal was He Xian Gu. She was aware of the suffering in the mortal world and often traveled in the dry southern regions of China, bringing rain and getting rid of disease. Whenever good-hearted people prayed for her help, she appeared like a timely rain, granting them the ability to perform miracles. Lan Cai He. Lan Cai He was a wandering beggar, often dressed in tattered blue clothes with one foot in a boot and the other bare. Carrying a paddle drum, Lan Cai He wandered the streets singing songs, touching the hearts of listeners. Lu Dongbin. On failing the imperial exam many times, Lu Dongbin left studying behind and roamed the world until attaining enlightenment. The most approachable of the immortals, he was witty and loved people. He stood up for the oppressed and fought evil, all while enjoying wine and romance. Han Xiangzi. Han Xiangzi was taught the ideas of Taoism by Lu Dongbin. A talented musician, he often played the flute and became the patron saint of flautists. As well as playing music, Han Xiangzi composed musical pieces. Cao Guozhou. Although enjoying a privileged status as the brother of an empress, the 8th immortal Cao Guozhou shunned a life of luxury and exploitation and embraced Taoist practices instead. The 8 immortals hailed from 8 different backgrounds, and each had their own unique personality. Even after attaining immortality, many of the original characteristics remained, as their adventure to Penglai Island shows. One day, the 8 immortals were invited to a grand event on Penglai Island. Here, a great banquet of the Peaches of Immortality was to be held. The immortals prepared to cross the East Sea, but were confronted by ferocious waves. It was impossible to go by boat. The Dragon King of the East Sea had taken a disliking to the immortals and was determined to stop them crossing. So the 8 immortals gathered together and discussed what they should do. Lu Dongbin, whom they all loved and would listen to because he was good and kind, suggested they each use their unique abilities to cross to the other side. So it was that Tie Guai Li used his gourd to float on the water, while Zhong Li Chuan tossed his giant palm leaf fan into the sea, lying on it leisurely. Zhang Guo Lao placed his paper monkey into the water, riding it backwards. He Xian Gu threw a vibrant red lotus flower into the waves and balanced gracefully upon it. Lan Cai He held a flower basket and danced, while Lu Dongbin swung his sword to create a path separating the water. Han Xiangzi played the flute, making the waves push him across to the other side, while Cao Guozhou used his jade tablet to part the waves. Thus, the 8 immortals used their unique talents to cross the sea. Though each employed different approaches, they all achieved their common goal of reaching the other side. And so they joined together in the great banquet of the Peaches of Immortality and sang and danced all day and all night.